Hello and welcome back, everyone, to episode 18. I know I'm just as surprised as you are that I'm back, but yeah, here we are. Uh, yeah, let's just get straight on with it. We're not going to recap about anything. We're just going to get straight on with it. I have done so much. I actually don't remember too much about what I did in the last episode because it has been over a month. I think it's been nearly two. I think I just carved out most of that. I think. But since then, I've managed to finish off this entire side. We've got a few little areas just added in now. This entire area is now cut off and complete. And overall, this city is starting to look really good. And considering this was an ancient city, it's been a lot of work. I'm not kidding. And as for Deepslate, I'd never want to see Deepslate again, unfortunately, but I'm going to have to. And I made a start on the grottier side of town. And so we've got just a little warehouse here. Not sure what kind of warehouse it is, so we've got a crane in there. Just got a couple of alleyways over there, just because I found when I put water down in this area here, I was getting glow squid spawning. So that's basically a little farm, and this is where I'm up to. Nearly complete. And as you can see, I went for a different colour palette this time, much darker, the greys, the blacks. But this time using white lights, give it more of that sort of Sin City feel. And then just back here, just got a couple of little manual farms going because I was getting through so much wool and so many rockets. I mean, how is this doing actually? Not too bad, not too bad. But yeah, that's where the City of Algorithm is up to so far. It's been one of the bigger projects I've ever taken on in survival. Hellfire Keep was, well, is still a big project, but this outshines it completely. Which leads me on to a promise I made. Now, it is kind of one of the reasons why I'm back. I don't like saying things and then not living up to them. I will be doing the hardcore series again, but that will be taken as and when I'm sort of in the mindset for it. But I did promise something else. So why don't I show you? Let's go. Okay, we're facing the right way at least, because I've made a few extensions to the tunnels. If we can just get around here without hitting our face. I've extended more of this nether tunnel, and now we have another little passageway right here, which just a few of the pale leaves and a few oak logs. Nothing too fancy, just to make it spawn proof. And this takes us all the way back to spawn. So, as you can tell, there's a little bit of a wool layout here. And some Deepslate. And some netherrack. Yep. We just take a little fly up here. I have made a start on outlining Raccoon City. Now, between running out of wool numerous times and trying to work out the kinks and the mistakes and the mapping issues that I discovered when I started this in creative, I think I finally worked out how to get the city to fit together. So obviously at one point City Hall was here, but the road for some reason seemed to cut off right in the middle of somewhere else, and it didn't fit. The city didn't fit. And also the underground, which you can see down there, has also been tweaked. So the way I've tried to work it is so that it actually fits as a city. It's not going to be completely identical to RE2 and RE3 because, well, if you go by the maps and the way they come down the stairs, the way the ladders are, one of these buildings would come up right in the middle of this building here. The little water treatment plant would be right here, and obviously that is not there in the game. So, looking at a few different maps online, I noticed some were similar, some were different, but none of them fit. So, a little bit of tweaking, and I think I might have it. I'm going to have one slight issue, and that is when it comes to both Leon and Claire, when they go into very similar rooms and then they take an elevator down and they end up in a T-junction where you would meet Annette. Well, that bit down there is where you go in the room with Claire. And that bit over there is where you come out with Leon and Ada. So the T-junction, which is going to go under this mountain, another thing I'm going to have to dig out, it's going to be quite lengthy. And since I'm doing this purely in vanilla and purely in survival, no command blocks for teleporting, nothing like that. I'm just going to have to somehow work it all out. But between running out of wool, AFKing at my sheep farm, and just staring at maps and going through walkthroughs, I have made a start on the RPD. Now, what I've done with this is I've completely gone the opposite way around to what I did before. And I started working from the centre outwards instead of just mapping the whole thing out. And I don't know how, but I've somehow managed to get it to fit. It's not fully mapped out. I've still got to do the second floor of the East Wing, sorry. But as you can see, for those of you that have seen my creative world, the addition of some of the new blocks now have made a big difference to how I can make the build actually look. And I'm really impressed with the way it's coming out, especially since I'm a much better builder now than I was when I started building this in creative. But let's just give a quick tour. Just wolf that down. And please ignore my inventory and the shulker monster mess out here. It is... If you don't like messy inventory, please look away right now, because it all started off as a single shulker box, this, and it's just gotten out of hand. And I've got through so much Deep Slate. And I still have tons left. Yeah, we've got a little lobby area here. I've not done any of the damage. That is one thing I do want to say. I've not done any of the damage yet, any of the blood, the zombies, or anything like that. I've missed a trapdoor there. Right above my noggin. Right there. Ugh. It's because I was using this to come in and out. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to do the damage. Which sounds weird considering the street is supposed to be wrecked and littered. I think that's going to come afterwards. But this room is pretty much the same as it was when it was in creative. This has all been tweaked out, different style of blocks. I've done the same again here. Instead of using white concrete, I've gone more textured to show a bit of wear and tear on the walls. This room, pretty much identical. Yep, that one's the same as well. What else did I change? Oh yeah, in here, because no way in hell's bells was I making a floor out of lodestones. No chance. I'm crazy. I'm not that crazy. But yeah, this hallway pretty much the same. One thing I did notice was there's actually a flat roof here with a light, so I do need to change that. Maybe take that calcite out, make a floor here, extend that wall, get a frog light in there. Sorry, I couldn't get my words out there. Yeah, I need to sort something out in here because unfortunately it's not 100% spawn proof, and I was having quite a few mobs in there. Up here, I'm missing 2 stairs. There's so many bits I've missed. I've been flittering between different things. This room is not the same, so I've extended it now so that these corridors actually line up. They didn't line up in my creative world, so I've extended the wall out and narrowed this room a little bit. But the biggest change at the minute is this room, which is the one I've been working on mainly today. I did most of that one yesterday and some more outlining. But this room, I just didn't like how it was all just flat underside and wall, I think. And it didn't look right. It looked too bland, too boring. And I know that corridor is bland and boring, but I've just done a few little tweaks just to make it look a little bit better. But yes, that is where I'm up to. This has taken me a month, all of this, and so progress is going to be slow. It is going to be slow, and it's going to be so many resources. So many resources. I just, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. How often I'm going to upload videos? I don't know. I don't know. Depends on how often you want to see updates on this. But it's going to be slow. It's going to take time, and actually, oh, I've done this side as well. What am I talking about? Yeah, so this is pretty much the same. I changed this corridor, I think, yeah, from spruce to jungle. I haven't changed anything in here, I don't think, or in here. I think they're still the same. I replaced, oh yeah, netherite blocks. Yeah, I wasn't getting those either. Another big change was the conference room. So, took out all the dark wood, so the walls didn't look as flat, and it just gave these pillars a bit more depth. I need to put a painting there. Redid the floor so it's more closer to the game. And I think that is it. No, it's not. No, it's not. Let's just have a run through. So I've got the detectives room here. That's all done. Again, I think this one is pretty much identical. I still need to put a bookcase in there as well. These are just little bits that I've just missed every now and then. I think there's supposed to be a couch there. I can't remember. My brain's telling me there should be a couch there. We did through here. This is pretty much the same. Retweaked this slightly. So I've changed a lot of the dimensions. And in here, the white oak now is certainly adding a lot more to my builds as well, especially with the tough blocks, which I didn't have originally. A few little changes in here, nothing major. And there is going to be a slight issue here because although I put water down and then went down and just placed a load of orange wool, unfortunately the stairs don't line up. So they're going to be one in. This is only going to be 2 wide wall instead of 3. But in all honesty, I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference. And then yeah, this would be the car park area. Shove the van out the way. You'd come through here. I need to map out the prison section again. Nothing too major. Come over here. You drop down this manhole with Leon. I've changed the orientation of this now. So originally it would go off in that direction. Again, bringing you up on the surface in the middle of a building. So yeah, you come through this sewer section. I might have to make this narrower. I extended it. Oh no, I couldn't. That's why. Yeah, I couldn't. And originally the stairs were going to go up, but then you'd come right up out the floor of Kendo's gun shop. So this is just going to be the world's longest staircase made of slabs. Oh, shut up, mobs. I'm sick of you. And then, yeah, this would lead you out with Ada. So the water treatment plant would be here. The area where you'd come up with Sherry on the elevator would be at the other side of that, which for some reason is supposedly right over there. Again, it just didn't line it up, and I really should have a torch here. Yeah, where you'd fight the G-spawn through here, Go downstairs, through there, along there, down there, and then eventually there'll be a little elevator which takes you down, and yeah, a lot of work. A lot of work left to do. But yeah, this is where we're up to. This monstrosity of wall behind me will one day be a city. One day. One day. Anyway, that being said, thank you very much. Take care. Be good people. Look after yourselves, and I'll catch you all when I do the next one. Bye. Bye.